Hey there, everybody. Drew Nelson here again, doing another dip review for you guys. It is approximately 2:35 at the University of South Carolina. I didn't have class this morning, so I got to wake up early and go play a round of golf. And I kind of realized that there really is nothing like just a morning with no plans and you don't have anything to do. So you go out, you play golf, and you get a fresh can like on the way. It's just like the greatest feeling ever. And then you fucking shank a ball into the woods and you feel like shit, so you take a dip. But yeah, so that's how it goes. Today I'm going to be reviewing this gem for you guys. Well, actually, it's not really a gem. I don't know. I don't know why everybody rips on Kayak, particularly like grape and peach. I actually kind of like it. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. Maybe I'm a fucking weirdo. But yeah, we're gonna be reviewing this today. So get your can out, pack it a little bit. Well, with Kayak, you probably don't even have to pack it at all. It's like grape flavored moss, pretty much, that happens to be brown. Like that's how fucking just I'll show you. I'll quit fucking talking and I will show you. So this shit is just, oh my god. Let's get the light on it a little bit. Our trusty dip light. Like what? It's like clumped together already, and I didn't pack this like one bit. So I'm scared to fucking take this dip right now. But that's okay. We get over it. So let's get started. Um, yeah, so let's see. Went and played golf, which was fantastic. Hit a fucking shot. Let me show. I hope you guys can see this because I was so goddamn excited. This is a 160-yard par three. I took a 6 iron, and I've been like trying to hit off the ground more to like start compressing the ball and like taking divots and everything. And this was the shot that I came up with. You can't really see my ball, but you can see the big fucking divot. And I was probably, oh, I don't know, I was probably like 2 or 3 feet away, like a tap-in birdie putt. I was so fucking excited. Then the problem was like I thought it was a hole in one because like I saw it and it's kind of like a blind shot like going into the green. So I saw it like going towards the flagstick and I was like, oh, 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 and then I went up and I went to check and then I found out it was that far away still and I screamed fuck at the top of my lungs. So don't take golf etiquette tips from me. You will get kicked out of mini golf courses in your lifetime. But yeah, so let's go ahead and take one of these. As you can see, like I really didn't even have to try to pinch that at all. Kayak is just like magnetic. Like it fucking clumps together so easily, which I mean is good. And plus it's, oh my god, it's so cheap. I bought this for like, I think it was like $1.12. Like it was something ridiculous like that. So I was like, all right, might as well try it. Mm, 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 mm. Yeah. Oh, and apparently, our supervisor in the building now knows that I do dip reviews, and she doesn't care, which is fucking awesome. So Stephanie, thank you. Thank you for not caring that I do dip reviews in my room. Instead of like planning a program for our residents or something like that, I'm fucking dipping in my room. But anyways, all right. Well, Hmm. First thoughts. First thoughts on Kayak Grape. Um, it is grapey, I guess. Like that's thanks Captain Obvious, but like I don't. It's a weird kind of grape. It's like a synthetic grape taste. It's not like a real fruit tasting grape. It's kind of like a plasticky grape, which is probably because I mean this shit is fucking cheap, but I don't know. I kind of like the label on it. Like shit. I like how it's like it shines and it like fucking gleams. I don't know. I just saw it and I was like, hey, you know what? I haven't tried that one yet, so let's go ahead and try it. Um, but yeah, so it's plenty fruity. I mean, this would actually be a great first time dip. Number one because the nicotine content. Fuck, can't talk. Sorry. Nicotine content in this is pretty low. Like I really didn't get a buzz off of it, like if at all. Um, but it's really easy to pinch, so that would make it a good dip for first time dippers. It doesn't buzz you that much, so you could put in a fucking lot of it and look like a badass and not throw up your fucking guts everywhere. I know, like one time, one of my buddies offered me Stokers when we were like chilling out at the fucking neighborhood park. This like in 6th grade or something like. No, it wasn't even then. It was probably Yeah, it was probably like 6th grade actually, but like one of my friends like pulled out a can of Stoker's and was like, "Here, man, try this." And he was like, "You ever dipped before?" And I totally lied to him and was like, "Oh yeah, like I've been dipping for a while," because I was a fucking idiot and I thought I had to like compensate for something. And I took like a fairly large pinch of Stoker's and honest to God did not buzz one fucking bit. Like I was kind of disappointed, but at the same time I was like, "Yeah, I look fucking cool, man." Um, Anyways, last night, what was I gonna say? We were chilling out in somebody's room, Jenna's room actually. Hi Jenna, if you're watching this video, I'm sorry that I did. I told you that I quit. That was a fucking lie. But anyways, we were hanging out in Jenna's room, and I went down to my room. I came back down here to get my can, and then I went back upstairs, and like this girl saw that I had a lip in, and she was like, "Oh my god, it's fucking disgusting. Like, why do you do that?" And I was like, alright, fucking judgmental much? Fuck. Sorry. Like, and she was like, "Oh, well, I'm gonna go outside and have a cigarette." And I was like, God damn it. Like, so you're no fucking better than I am. Like, what the fuck, man? Like, I don't know. It's like, a drug is a drug, like, as much as, like, nicotine is a drug, so, like, technically I do drugs. But if I give kayak to somebody, or, like, I give dip to somebody, does that make me a drug dealer? Huh. Think about that. I just have all these, like, interesting epiphanies about dip and, like, just random shit. The other day, actually, and I can't believe I'm about to fucking say this on the YouTube like fucking airwaves, but the other day I had this epiphany. It was after I did my dip review on Skull Peach, and I was talking about like Jadeveon Clowney, like what would happen if I like pissed Clowney off or something like that at a bar one night and like ran into him in a dark alley later. Like I would just run, I would fucking run, and then he would catch me because he's a fucking monster, and then he would probably do unspeakable things to me. But I was thinking about this. I was like, huh, like, what if I was about to get in a fight with Clowney or like some other like fucking huge dude? I'm 5'10" and like 150, so I'm not like small, but I'm not big either. Like I work out, so like I'm fairly built and everything. But like, fuck, man, like what if I'm about to get my ass kicked by like someone who's literally twice my size? Like, what would I do? And I started thinking about it, and I was like, huh, like well, what would like any guy do? Like, what's every guy's like worst fear? Like, what really just like pushes fucking guys away and it's like, oh no, like I'm going the other way. And I settled on just if you're about to get your ass kicked, and you know that you're gonna get your ass kicked, just get naked. Like that would be the one thing that like, because then the dude like whoever is like trying to fight you is like, yeah man, let's fucking go, and then all of a sudden you're just naked, and he's just like, uh sorry, nah, man, we're good. Like, cause like then nobody's gonna want to fight you. Nobody's gonna be like want to be tangled up like with that shit, like rubbing two poles together and everything. But yeah, so that was my fucking epiphany. Probably some weird shit. Some weird shit goes through my mind. I'm a pretty fucked up kid, but yeah. So anyways, what else? What else should we talk about? I need conversation. I should just start a Twitter account like dipping problems or something like that. I don't know. That's probably what I'll do actually after this. Well, after my religion test at 5:25, religion. Actually, it's really actually an interesting class, and that actually kind of brings me to another point, like what I wanted to talk about, kind of sorta. Um, I was thinking about just like the nature of religion, like religion versus God, and like does God define religion? Like are the two like mutually exclusive, or are they like tied together? You know? And I settled on, and this is probably like a basic, theory or a basic thought, but like obviously God and religion are different. They're two like completely separate entities. So like, but I don't know. I was thinking about like religion and God, like by the Christian standpoint. Like if you're a Christian, I'm a Christian. Like I go to church, like all that good stuff. But like I dip in church, which is probably pretty bad. God's probably sitting up there like, fuck. But I always think of God as like a old dude, like Gandalf, sort of like with a white beard, and like he just sits in fucking heaven and like mobs all day. Maybe he takes dips. I don't know. Hopefully he does, because then like heaven's gonna be a grand old time. But I was thinking about it, like, the notion that God is like an old man that like lives in the clouds is like fucking ridiculous. Like, that's absurd. Like, God does not sit and like count every little like thing that you do wrong. Like, he doesn't tally. It's not a fucking like tally sheet. Like, at least I don't think so. But like, at the same time, God isn't a state. He's not an actual person. He's not like a state of physical being. He's a state of God is a state of soul. Like, and I was thinking about that because there was actually a really interesting experiment that was done. I think back in the 40s, and I think the doctor's name was McDougall or something like that. But if you've ever seen the movie 21 Grams, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. This guy placed people that were about to die on a scale that a very like precise scale that was calibrated to measure like, you know, grams or micrograms or like down to fucking a very, you know, specific weight. And then what he did was, as the person died, he noticed the change in their body weight. So like, someone weighs 150 pounds when they die, and then all of a sudden, as soon as they die, they weigh 49 point fuck 8.89, like, you know, something, or 0.79. Fuck, I can't do math. I apologize. But that's where 21 grams comes from, like the concept of 21 grams like being the weight of the human soul as it like leaves the body. And like, he accounted for a bunch of different, you know, controls. Obviously, like, you shit yourself when you die, which is like, it's like disgusting to think about at first, but then I'm like, oh fuck yeah, like, that means that someone, like, how much satisfaction do I get knowing that someone will have to like clean up after me, like, as soon as I die? Like, that's awesome. Like, what a fucking cool dying wish, or like thing to do. Obviously, like, I don't look forward to dying, but like, fuck, neither does anybody, I don't think so. But just some fucking interesting shit that I read up on. And it all comes back to, like, you know, your conception of God is like relevant. Like, God is whoever you think him to be, I guess, or think it to be. I like, the one thing that just always like drives me insane is when, like, you talk about, I don't know, the Big Bang Theory, and like, some of you guys are probably like real science people. Like, I don't know shit about science. I can't do fucking significant figures and like stoichiometry and all that. Fuck that. Like, I don't know shit about that. But what I do know is the theory of the singularity. So like, take the Big Bang for example. When the Big Bang like went off, there has to be a spark that sets off the Big Bang. Now, like, does that necessarily mean that the spark was caused by God? No. I mean, like, they just discovered this Higgs boson particle or whatever it is that could like offer some answers and everything. But like, at the same time, the universe is expanding at the speed of light. Like, it's expanding so much fucking like faster than anything you can ever imagine. But like, I think that like, as soon as you die, right, you come into God's state of mind, or like state of soul, and as you die, you are like omnipotent suddenly. Like, you are one with God, so therefore you are omnipotent, you know, all-knowing, all-seeing, like all that kind of stuff. And I don't know, it was really interesting to kind of think and dwell upon. That's what I do. I sit in my room and I fucking dwell on things, and I take dips, and then I play guitar, which is fucking awesome. And then I make signs for college game day, and then I go play golf, and then I take more dips. So anyways, kayak. Back to kayak. Fuck, that was a tangent if I've ever seen one or said one. If I had to give Kayak Grape a rating on a scale of 1 to 10, I would probably give it like a... thinking about it now, I'd probably give it about a 5.5 is probably what I would give it. That's just because this would be actually a really, really good fucking dip if it wasn't so goddamn dry. Like, it is literally, to use a Workaholics reference right here, it's like a mummy's dick. And it's honest to God, like, so fucking dry. Like, it doesn't juice at all. So that notwithstanding, you know, it just, like, it would be a great dip. It would be probably like a 7.5, 8, like in my book, but now it's a 5.5. So I would dip it, and you should dip it too. Hope you guys enjoyed the video and the discussion. Let me know what you guys think, and I will TTYL after my religion test. See you guys.